Hey, so today I will be creating some Lebanese lentil soup for you. It's a vegan dish, and as it's January, I've been thinking of doing veganuary. So here are the ingredients below. So we have some lentils. The recipe actually calls for red lentils, but I'm just using the regular yellow lentils. Then we've got some garlic, cumin, carrot, olive oil, lemon juice, rice, celery, onion, vegetable stock, and some mix of cumin, coriander and turmeric powder. Hey guys, so I've just added a generous amount of olive oil to the pan, and now I'm going to add the garlic. Then I'm going to add the jeera mix, which is a mix of cumin, coriander and turmeric. And then I'm going to add my diced onion, one diced onion, white or brown onion. And then I'm going to add some extra cumin, so I'm probably going to add a teaspoon of this. Just, yeah, that's about a teaspoon. And then I'm going to heat this up and allow the flavors to infuse into the oil. If you find that the pan's getting a bit too dry, you can always add a little bit more oil. I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to allow those onions to sort of brown off and kind of caramelise, I guess. I really actually love this recipe because it's such a kind of hearty, warming soup, which is great for this sort of time of year in January where everyone feels just like sort of cocooning and kind of taking things a bit slowly, especially in these winter months. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see. Let it heat up for a little bit longer. Keep stirring. Try not to let the garlic from catching on the bottom. You know, I've made that mistake many a time. Just keep an eye on it, keep moving it around. In a minute I'm going to add my red lentils and my stock. I always like trying to find recipes that are kind of interesting to me and a bit different and sort of remind me of travelling or trying to recreate a dish that I've had in a different restaurant. Right, I think the lentils can go in now. just keep it moving, stir them in. Allow those flavours to infuse. I always think that cooking is also another really great way to kind of experience a different culture without having to travel there. I'd like to visit Lebanon one day, but obviously at the moment it's not really viable. A little bit too dangerous. So I guess that's why I've chosen to cook you guys a Lebanese lentil soup. Right, I think that's probably okay. I'm now going to add in the vegetable stock. There we go. I'm now going to add the rice. This is about half a cup of rice and a cup and a half of the lentils went in. I'll leave all the ingredients list and quantities in the comments below, in the description below. Right, I'm now going to cover that. I'm going to leave it on a medium heat for about 15 minutes. Right, so it's been about 15 minutes and I've let this simmer. I'm now going to actually add some of the diced carrot to my mix and some diced celery. I'm going to also add some water because this is, it just needs a bit more water. And then I'm going to pop the lid back on and allow it to simmer again for a while. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to mix this in a bit more. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to let that simmer. Also, I forgot to say that we also need some parsley for this ingredient, so don't forget the parsley like I almost did. So, yeah. Right, so this has been simmering for about another 10 minutes and I'm going to turn the heat off now and then we're going to add the final ingredients. So, generous squeeze of some lemon juice. And then we are going to add the chopped parsley. Right, so now that I've added the chopped parsley and the lemon juice, I'm just going to stir this so it's fully well mixed. And then I am going to let this cool down, and once it's cooled down I will blitz this with a hand blender. So I've now finished blending the soup together and it's this amazing thick consistency, and yeah, you can just heat that up or put it in a Tupperware and store it in the fridge. But yeah, enjoy.